Peace and love, family. I'm Skip.
I'm DJ.
And this is DeCypherEd. And today we are reviewing JID's latest studio album, The Forever Story.
Yeah.
And as you can see now, we did a little change into the scenery. We went back to the traditional. We got the couch, got the secondary camera. Shout out to our producer, Joe, behind the camera, making everything look beautiful. How you doing today, DJ?
I'm blessed and highly favored.
Man.
And I'm comfortable.
All right, because last time we was up there in the seats.
What T said, it's tight?
Yeah, real tight. Uncomfortable as hell. But yeah, man, I'm doing good too, man. And I'm really energized to talk about this album in particular. The first time I heard it, I didn't really give it the full respect that it deserves. So I'm glad that I was able to do that and be able to cover it in such detail.
To me, the first time I fully heard it, like from start to finish, even though I know it's not his debut album, it felt like a debut album. Because, as most people say, like, that's the one that you put your heart, your soul, like that's basically your forever album, in a sense.
Pun intended.
Pun intended. So that's what it felt like to me.
Okay.
Because I got the most out of learning who he is and where he came from.
Yeah.
As a person. So I thought that was interesting, even though it's not his debut album. If I got that feel from it, to me, I feel as though he did a good job of conveying his point across, which is basically outline of who he really is and where he came from. So I respect it.
And yeah, I 100% agree. I do. Yeah, it's hard to say what a debut album is in this era, like with the streaming and stuff, and how people are dropping and what they're considering albums. Yeah. Because it's like, okay, you might feel like it's an album, and then they may release it as one, and then say it's not. Yeah. But as if we're going into like how it was presented, how it was executed, I can't consider the prior ones albums. So like just for my, how I categorize it, this would be a debut album, and if it, in that case, this is a fantastic debut album.
Let's give him some claps, man. Which one of these? Give him some claps, man.
I don't know. See, we'll get back to it.
We'll get back to it. A little rust. We can shake the rust off. We good.
We gonna get it in. Hold on. Let's see. Shout out to there we go. There we go. All right.
Man. Yeah.
All right. But with that being said, let's talk about some of our favorite songs from the album. I'll let you go first. Or if you want me to, I'll go first since I got mine up already.
Yeah, you go first.
All right. Some of my favorite songs from the album, and this is no particular order. This is just, I guess, the order that they were played, kind of. Radar.
Fire.
Coded Blue 31, which we'll talk about later for how I feel it did to the tone of the album. System Them, Stars in 2007.
Okay.
And I have 2007 listed as like his version of Duckworth. Like
okay, I didn't think about
the timeline construction and even the beat changes and all of that stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, I thought that was a fantastic way to end the album, and I'm glad that it was able to get cleared so he could put it on the album.
I wonder what stopped it initially.
High power.
Oh, okay.
And it still didn't get cleared. So I would like to know what the issue was.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, no, so you saying like not the Kendrick song? High
yeah.
Power. Okay.
Like that, like a 5-second clip of that beat was on there, and that was, from what I see, it definitely didn't get on the album version.
Yeah.
But he kind of alluded to in an interview like that was what was holding it up from getting cleared to be on the album.
Okay.
And the crazy thing about that is J. Cole produced that song.
That sounds like J. Cole, bro.
No,
J. Cole, I'm about to say he do that shit though. Like he be sampling shit like crazy.
Yeah.
He do his beats.
So I wonder if it's that or TDE just didn't want to. If they had like an issue clearing it, like because JID always talking about they better than well, that's a narrative.
Yeah,
let's not do that.
Let's
either
not
way,
do that.
Either way, the high power didn't get cleared.
Yeah.
Regardless.
I mean, they technically did a joint album with that the Revenge of the Dreamers 3. I say that's a joint album with TDE.
Nigga, who on that? Reason?
Yeah,
Reason was the only person. Ain't none of them other niggas you finna name on TDE.
Okay, never mind.
But it none of them niggas. No, Kai's on Dreamfield.
Okay. All right, wait a minute. Okay.
They did a collab song, nigga, with Cause and Reason. The two forgettables on both. Never mind. All right.
Oh, okay. We're not doing
Some
that.
of your
We're not
favorite
doing
songs.
that. Some of my favorites is Cody Blue,
Okay.
hands down, my favorite song on the entire album. Just in Time with Wayne for other
Okay.
reasons. That I'm gonna get into a little bit later. 2007, recently, like that instantly like took like one of my it knocked Money out.
Okay.
Money was there then. When I heard 2007. What, yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, it knocked it out. I was like, okay, now this the one. Better Days is amazing.
Yeah.
And Lauder 2, he just went stupid on that song to me, bro.
Yeah.
Like he was going off. And I love how crazy the beat is too. Like I think that's more so I think my ears just opened up a little bit listening to the Kendrick.
Yeah.
Because those beats to me is definitely not something that I'm used to hearing in this day and age.
Mm-hmm.
So it made me more open to more, I guess, eclectic beats
Yeah.
in a sense. So and Lauderdale is one of those ones for me. And then, but like I said, it's mostly because of what he was rapping
Yeah.
on the song. Like he was going off to me.
I think, and that's another thing that sets it apart from his previous albums too. The production level on this album is sky high. Production wise, this is probably, it's definitely top 3 produced albums of the year from what I've heard so far. The production is top notch, like down to all of the mixings, all of the, like everything sounded so seamless and so polished. So like for that, I want to give JID like the utmost kudos for like meticulously like allowing this to get to this level before he put it out.
And then he did a really good job as far as sequencing on the album too, as far as like how songs flowed into the other songs, or just like the themes. Like as we go into the next segment, the themes of different songs, like actually flowing into the next song. Because 2 of the songs initially that I did not like was Crack Sandwich and Can't Pump Me Bitch.
Yeah.
Did not like those 2 songs for the longest time until maybe about 3 days ago, when I was just really listening to what he's saying on the song and how it lead into the next song. Because Crack Sandwich, when he's going into the whole story about him and his sister and they fighting at the club, and then going into like basically you can't punk me. I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing. Then they go into surround sound after that. I'm like, okay, I got you.
And then like, oh wow, so like thinking, bro, I'm glad that you was able to, cause I was, that's a fight like that's great, bro. That's all I just want to say. That was great how you did that. Because that takes it into the thematic part of what Cody Blue is, and I want to talk about that once we get into the themes and concepts.
Like literally the opening scene is like it's starting like a movie, like a theater set piece, and like now your feature presentation, like now I'm finna get into the real like meat and potatoes of the album starting here. And I'm just like,
and
crazy.
The way that you said that 3 song or 4 song like quartet leading into Cody Blue from Radar to surround sound, and
Radar,
it just
Crack
shows
Sandwich.
you like it just gives more meaning of what Cody Blue actually is. But I want to talk about just like some of the stuff that I got from my favorite songs. We already talked about Cody Blue in Essence, but Radar, I feel like, bruh, like JID and his flows, JID and his rhyme pockets, JID and his cadences, and what he did this time, which also set him so far above how I viewed him as an artist coming into this, was how he was able to throw so much purposeful content. Like he's like, it's no point on this album where he's displaying his skill for the sake of displaying his skill.
And I felt like that initially. I remember I told you that, but after going back, like really like breaking down the album and trying to listen to the content, like everything is placed where it is for a reason. I feel, and on Radar, the song that you talking about, he really showed like that. I feel as that's the song the most that he showed the most pockets. Like the most, like as far as how he can place a bar here. And that's another thing too. I really like how he schemed, bro. He be scheming something crazy. And it ain't the normal way you scheme like like in battle rap, like a 4-bar setup
Yeah.
type shit. Like, nah, bro. He was scheming like through, yeah, it's from here to fucking here to here. And all that shit makes sense because he had like 2 Infinity War schemes, like a back to back. I'm like, bro, that shit is so tough. And then on 2007, he had like 2 NFL schemes that started like at the beginning of the shit.
Yeah, it was a part of his storytelling. Yeah.
Wow, I was like, that's so tough, bro.
You
But
can
go
tell
ahead.
he
I'm
really
sorry.
took his time with this album,
Yeah.
bro. Like the writing exercise that he went through to come up with some of this shit, bro, is
Yeah.
remarkable. So like,
Radar was, yeah.
with Radar, it's just like, okay, like he did so much on that. Like he introduced like his versatility as an artist. Like just simply saying that, okay, I got this shit you can play for the, I got this shit you can play for the, like, okay, I got music for so many different people, like at so many different times, and I'm finna show you how versatile I am. Why, like, okay, I can tell you, but it's a different thing when I show you.
Yeah.
And it's a concept that I don't know if you caught or not, and this may be just me ODing, but I will talk about that when we get in, like I said, when we get into the themes and concepts about how I feel about this song.
Yeah.
Something that I feel like I got. And
I mean, go ahead. We here. Go ahead.
with him being so intentional,
Yeah.
I feel like he did it on purpose.
Yeah.
But Sister Them, that was a song that like touched me because of how how he's able to like be so vulnerable, all the while still maintaining the artistic, integrity. Because like when some people get in their emotional bed, they got to slow all the way down, and it's like just one line at a time. And he was able to he never lost his identity. He never his identity never came into question on this album, and I feel like that's a part of him coming all together as an artist. But yeah, man, like I don't want to give up too much more before we get into this next segment. So let's chop up some of the prevalent themes and concepts from the album, and I'll go with one that I got from a song that we were just talking about, 2007, and one of my other favorite songs, which is Stars, which is personal growth and dedication to
Stars is
dedication to one's dreams.
Yasin Bey. Shut up, man.
He went stupid.
Man,
he gave us a J Electronica verse.
Yeah, man.
He gave us like one of them "I'll be back in 3 year" verses. don't expect too much more from me.
But the thing is, he be doing that shit a lot though. Like you just gotta catch it.
Yeah.
Like he got a lot of songs like with Black Thought. He'll just sleep like on that album I was telling you about. He had a song on there with him.
Yeah,
tough.
Hey, we gotta this outside of it, but somebody gotta buy the Black Star album so we can review it. We probably just need to put in $5 a piece and buy it.
Oh, you tied the vinyl?
No, just the access to the album. It's not on streaming sites, I don't think.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
We'll check that later, but
Yeah. Okay.
Because they dropped again, like this year.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But yeah, no, Stars, like that's one of the ones too. Like that's probably maybe 7 on my like top 10 songs. That's probably number 7. So
and it was a lot of people. With me being such a big Kendrick fan, like I gotta stop being so like territorial over artists that I fuck with. But like people were saying like that he's the Kendrick of this era, and I just be like, bruh, no the fuck he not. Like let him be JID. But it's like
no, but I agree with that. Like,
after listening to this, I won't say that. I'll say if we just talking about
rapping
remnants of one style being passed on to another person who's still who has their own identity. I feel like he has his own identity, but like if we're doing a lineage thing, then that's the case. And I saw like so many like pleasant like features, like, oh, you got his nose, you know what I mean? Like, but it's not like he's not biting.
Yeah,
you can tell that he developed these skills like just studying. You know what I mean? It's not like some other people that we talk about where it's like just unnecessary, chompage. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't develop a style on my own, so I like just took everybody and never grew. Like this was just stuff that he learned. Like for example, like Kendrick was like Eminem, 3K, and Nas a little bit. Like, and then you look at him now, and he's his own entire person. Yeah. And I feel like JID got that going on too, and he's still growing, which is scary for him to be this polished and like mature as an artist, like for what can possibly be considered his debut album.
And the funny thing when you talk about influences, actually, I mean Kendrick is a good example, but the one I personally got, which is gonna lead into one of the songs that I like, was Just in Time with Wayne, because to me, when I hear JID, as far as like how he was rapping on his album, he sounded like Squad Up Wayne.
Okay.
To me, as far as how to pipe, because back then Wayne was rapping fast. Like he don't really rap, like he can rap fast now, but like he wasn't rapping like fast like he was during Squad Up days. Like that's when he was like what 14, 15, 16.
Had all his breath all his breath about him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's really the influence I got. Like it was because like if you know those Squad Up mixtapes, bro, like I'm not gonna say like I know them because I'm not like
no, talk your shit.
But I'm just saying like if you really know them Squad Up mixtapes, bro, like you can clearly hear Wayne's influence in JID throughout this album as far as like how many pockets he go into it, how many punches. Like he got punches on here, bro.
Yeah.
Like he really got punch, and Wayne was punchline heavy during the Squad Up days. Like he more so moved away from that as far as like developing like more schemes and like wordplay, things like that as he got older. But early Wayne, Squad Up Wayne, straight punches.
Yeah.
Out the gate, bro. And that's what I got. Not all the album, but definitely a lot of different songs. Like the Just in Time song, Radar heard elements of it. Crack Sandwich, ironically.
So when he in his bag, when he in his rapper bag, like you picking up a lot of Wayne.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think I was picking up the Kendrick when I was picking it up in some of his raps too, from like the versatility and the flow packaging, but also in like the musicality portion, like Better Days, Sister Nim, 2007, like I already said.
Cody Blue.
Well, Cody Blue, that's kind of like his own thing. Like that ain't.
That shit.
I don't know. That's
that shit.
I don't know who that is. That's JID. That's JID. Oh yeah. All right.
I ain't mad at it.
Okay.
I ain't mad at it. Look, man, T-Bane was an innovator. I don't care what nobody say, bro.
Okay.
Okay.
Shout out to producer Joe.
Yeah.
But what was I?
What, that Joe Parks?
Nah, he's just Joe. we ain't gonna put no other title on him. He's Joe.
Shout out to Joe, man.
We don't want to minimize. We don't want to bleed him in with nobody else.
Yeah.
But what was I finna say? What was I talking about?
The musicality as far as like,
oh yeah, with the I be forgetting. I'm telling you, bro. I gotta just stop getting old.
But it's a lot with this album though. Like it's really a lot to talk about. Like if you don't really have like something streamlined, okay, I'm finna go point by point to point. You can easily get lost.
And I got it, and I'm ignoring it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we was just talking about Cody Blue, like, and this is where I want to bring in what you were saying, like, that beginning of the album, it was a lot of like energy, it was a lot of fight energy.
Yeah.
Right, and then you get into Cody Blue, and what's the chorus? Swing on, swing on.
Yeah.
Now, while the verse is like kind of depicting actual fights at the beginning, it's also talking about fighting through family strain and trauma and all this other stuff. So it's like the fighting that they did as a family was more so like a microcosm of the fighting that they have to go through within their lives. So like when you get to Cody Blue and you like, damn, like they've been fighting their whole life regardless of the environment in which it took place. Yeah. They not just fist fighting. They fighting with trauma. They fighting with poverty. They fighting with, the justice system and not feeling like, a together family. You know what I'm saying? They fighting with self-identity and self-esteem issues and all this other stuff. So like it outwardly expresses in the willingness to fight. And it also shows that through all of that, they're still a tight-knit family unit.
Yeah, they move as a unit.
Bruh. We whooping ass in New Orleans. We don't care nothing about it. Like, it's what they say it was what they say it was like 12 on 27 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Swinging on any and everything, like going crazy. Had his face like a boxing ring. Bing, 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 bing. So, but yeah, like the family pain that they went through, the forgiveness and faith, like, you know what I'm saying, from the crack sandwich, also with the Cody Blue, like that whole little section right there is just how like a family that fights. Like that's almost what the album, like if it was a Tyler Perry movie, it'd be like a family that fight, a family that fights lives right or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he was able to capture this and like just make fighting such a glorious thing because it means so much. Like when you don't fight, like if you're not fighting for something, you know what I'm saying? You're living a life that's not worth fighting for. Get your back up off the ropes and keep swinging on. Like we going through it, but we still fighting, bro.
Okay,
like,
I hear you, Skip.
This life, we not gonna let this beat us down, bro.
Yeah,
we're not gonna let this beat us down. You got any
man? That's
any
just
concepts?
I don't know. That just song. When I first heard the album, it just completely like you said, it's a complete tonal shift from all the like the high energy. Like I mean, he got songs like Money, It's Just the Time on the back end, but I don't even really consider those like high energy songs for real. But Surround Sound, Can't Punk Me, Crack Sandwich, Radar, like all those shit is like
Just in Time.
Yeah,
that's a fast paced song, bro.
Yeah,
it's high. Well, it's high energy. I say that.
Okay, I mean,
my bad.
No, I mean, I didn't really feel. I'll just I guess listen to the bars on that song, so I didn't really get like
play it again.
Okay.
Shout out to Kenny Mason. I do want to say that he had 2 features on here and they were placed perfectly. I got something I want to talk to you about on Just in Time whenever you want to talk about it.
We can go there. What's up?
Just in Time. Damn, it's in my rap shit, but I'll go ahead and.
I mean, we pretty much here now.
The time. The way that they use the concept of time, that's really the whole chorus. 245 bought 2 new 45s, some at 6, then like it's all about time. Like
I got a time,
and I like how they did that.
I got a time.
Now, it's a couple more that I want to get to, like in the themes before we go into it. One more. Better Days and Lauder 2 was like basically just about trauma, like and how trauma and self-doubt can really hold you back from being where you feel like you could have been in life. For example, like he got the homeboy who ended up going to prison for what I'm assuming is a little something. Like he in there for a good little while. He got some football numbers. So if hopefully he finds better days. And then Lauder 2 was where it was him dealing with his own trauma and self-doubt, where he was almost to the point of like, bro, this shit, just fuck it. Like, it could be over. Like, I'm sitting here pouring my heart and soul out, in front of these people that I feel like don't really hear me for real. So that could put you in a place where, you feel like you're doing something so therapeutic and helping you release just to get on the stage and rap it to people who not really picking up what you putting down for real. They just want to dance.
I put my tears and snares in these drum breaks.
Jeff, you tell me on your lunch break. Exactly.
Right. Well, that should always stick.
Or to just be like, or for them just not to get it.
Yeah.
Like, and
that does happen a lot. Actually.
Yeah, because it's like, or just not feel it the way that you feel it when you say it. Because it's like, damn, like my trauma, like Righteous Entertainment.
Yeah.
They just groove into my shit, like. Bro, this is my life, and it's like Righteous sad.
Yeah, like, do y'all not understand what the fuck I'm
like,
saying?
Nigga, like, I'm giving my, like he said, basically, like, what do you want? What do you want? Like, I'm giving you my heart, my arteries. What do you want more? Like, I'm giving you, like, literally everything that I got, and you still want more.
Yeah.
And, like, when I give it to you, it's like, you're not understanding it to the depth and gravity of which I'm trying to give it to you. Like this, like the deep seated woes of my family. Like my nigga, I'm trying to break generational curses through this music, and y'all listening to it just so y'all can mosh pit. What, nigga? I could offer myself right now. What the fuck you talking about?
And then as far as that, after Lauderdale going into 2007, the reason why that song in particular, it just kind of like I gravitated to it because I respected his journey, his change. It's like, his father, all the brain wrestling.
Yeah. That nigga lame sometimes.
But yeah, of course he's just trying to do what's best for his son, want him to go to college, get an education. But as he's going through, playing football, he realizing that, I got the potential, but ultimately I'm not gonna end up where I want to be.
Yeah.
You know
if
what
I
I'm
ain't
saying?
going to the league, bro, like what's the point of me still playing?
And then I get fucking locked up on the day that I fucking graduate. Now I really got to change my shit.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was able to turn his life around in the sense that he found something that he was passionate about, stuck to it, even though he going against the grain with his father, and I'm sure probably his other family members probably saying the same shit to him. Like,
sister them.
yeah,
Yeah.
like that courage. Like, I just kind of gravitate to that because I wish personally I had a little bit more courage coming out of high school as far as making decisions and things like that versus just, doing what people telling me to do for the most part. I feel as though, I mean, granted, everything happens for a reason, of course, but just understanding his mindset and what he came from and actually having the courage to go through with it and then actually making somebody itself with the shit that we even reviewing his album right now. It's like that's an amazing journey to me, man.
Because
Like, it
when
really
you look
is.
at it from that perspective, that does create a level of survivor's guilt because in what song is that? Is that Better Days when when he's talking about his homeboy went to jail?
Yeah, it's Better Days.
His homeboy was rapping too. And his homeboy was going crazy on the rapping scene.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, like one way or another, like that could have been me if I wouldn't have took the road that I ended up on. Like I got caught up on some shit that got me kicked out of school. But like if I was wilding earlier, doing more, like caught up in my ego and all of this other stuff, I could be where he at.
Yeah.
To the point where he don't know when he coming home. You know what I'm saying? So I got to live my life on the outside with that perspective and with that level of, focus and intensity to live it like it ain't promised. And at any moment, it could have been taken away from me or I could have never even achieved it with the decisions that I made wrong or right.
Yeah. It just being at I guess in a sense, the right places at the right time. As far as like
the meeting code.
Yeah, like going back and forth on choosing, like, should I really open up for this guy? Like, he was really going back and forth on whether I should open up for Omen or I should open up for Absol. Who else he was opening up for?
Somebody that got bleeped out.
Yeah. I was like, who the fuck is that? But okay. but just the fact that, putting aside your pride.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In order to, elevate to where you want to go, especially Omen, because I feel so like I didn't realize how close as far as like journey wise him and Omen are. Like they pretty much was on the same level for a long time. He just met Cole a little bit earlier than he did. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like I gotta open for him. Like my shit just as good, if not better than his shit.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Time tells all.
Yeah. So
results take time.
Don't do Omen like that. Don't do Omen like that.
Results take time.
Bro, Omen had a crazy ass song on Friday Night Lights. Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right. Omarion had a 5-song gone so far gone, nigga. Who cares? Nigga, so did Yelba. I do. Not give a fuck. You feel me? So like, but
oh man.
Hold on. Okay, so that's it for that. So let's get into this rap shit, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't intend to write this much. But some of the shit I just had to like just chalk it up to like the whole verse. But let's do the radar first.
Okay.
A theme that I caught was the first verse was all first person. All okay. I got what I'm providing, what I'm doing, what I got going on. The second verse was all they.
Okay.
All exterior, all what they're doing to us, what's happening. Like it's like he almost speaking on a level of control and manipulation from both sides. Right? And then in the third verse, he does a call to action. Like that's all like, bro, if you really about it, like, let's do it. And like even when he got to the part of the voting, but we need a majority to make shit say, I'm gonna get in the car. I'm gonna give me a quad. I'm gonna get in the car. I was like, bro, not just flow wise. That third verse was insane, bro. And this another one where I did the like Kendrick parallel because it reminds me of DNA.
Yeah.
Like especially the third verse where it's like where he rapping on the Mike Will beat. Yeah.
Which one's that?
Just like the crackers they did to the blacks. He was going so stupid.
Yeah.
I got a bad and then where I told her come to the back. Yeah. Like, and it was like, even though like JID is deceptively mature in age. Because JID gives off a very youthful energy. Because he not old, because we not old.
Yeah.
But he gives off an energy of like a 21-year-old nigga. So like he allowed these songs like that, even though when they have these deep concepts and he's doing all of this stuff, it still has this energy that keeps you so engaged that he can create an environment to where niggas is mosh pitting to this type of shit.
Yeah.
And that's a thing that I feel like he could have learned from Kendrick, just watching how he stylistically put some of his songs together from like the Damn era. You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, I can pack this shit in and it can be boring, or I can package it, you know, under the right production, mix it a certain way.
I mean, he had songs like that on Section 80. Kendrick did.
Yeah, like
Rigor Mortis.
Yeah. That's probably about it. Cause like ADHD and probably if your ethnicity, but it's still like not to this energy level.
Yeah.
And I feel like he didn't really get into this bag until like Damn. It's some remnants like where you like, okay, no. It's some on Good Kid, Mad City. So let me take that back. But so that call
Martin
to action,
had a dream.
And he was like, well, shit, if y'all ain't gonna do shit, don't say shit when I'm taking care of me. Or what he said, let me get my stones, protect my gems or some shit like that. Like he was like, well, I'm gonna get me, and I told y'all what we need to do. Like if we get together and get a majority, we can, like from his perspective, with the vote, correct a lot of shit that's going on, because they fucking us out here. But if we come together, we'll always be stronger, you know, than the sum of our parts. And it also doesn't necessarily mean vote. It's just like, bro, if we stand up and like move as a unit, we can really make some shit shake.
Yeah.
So like I really like that album because it caught me. I mean that song because it caught me off guard because I didn't think he was, you know, not just on that type of time, but like that he chose to do it like as one of the lead-in songs to the album.
And he did it in a way that it didn't sound like preachy.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times that throw, you know, so that throw a lot of people off, or they turn people off like, you know, I ain't trying to be all like that. I'm like, bro, but you don't understand, like, that's where we come from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, you have to be able to acknowledge that. Now, granted, if you want to turn it and flip it in a way that's more modern, like you said, JID was doing, okay, cool, do that, but don't just dismiss it.
Yeah.
Right off the bat. You know
like Simba did. Never mind.
Oh, come on now.
Somebody told me when I was small that the pride coming right before the fall. God's son died for us all, so for mine, I'm running through a wall. Like, bruh, like that's right there is if you got any amount of balls and any like sense of pride in yourself and your family at least, that's a call. From my perspective, that's a call to action.
Okay,
that's a call to action. Like, don't be too big. Don't get caught in your pride to keep you from being who you're supposed to be, because in the end you'll end up being nothing anyway. And like if I'm embodying like just the simplest thing is like being willing to do whatever it takes for my family. Like I'm going for it. Like I run through a wall for mine. And we said, how we feeling should concern you. We've been speaking, but ain't never been heard. So now we screaming at you word for word. So it's just like, bro, like I'm calling, like that's what I say, like a call to action. Like he like, bro, I got an army, like, and also it's like a reflection of his command over the crowd.
Okay.
Like I got them echoing my sentiments to an extent. And with that comes a level of, whether it be subconscious or what, but a level of attachment to the words that's being said by the person who's, you know, projecting them to the person who listen to it.
Like I really wrote this shit. Like this is really me, bro.
And they attaching to it, and like they with me.
Yeah.
On a smaller level, but like also I got people who like fuck with me for real. So like when I say move, we moving because we all on one accord. And if you ain't, you need to get on it, because this is what I'm really about.
Low key, and like I'm with the fuck shit, but I'm also all about the advancement.
I prefer we get a little murder on. For real. And just the last 8 bars of that song, I can't remember them word for word, but if you go back and listen to it, the last 8 bars of the song was just.
Oh, and that's one thing that I just real quick. His inflections, bro. Yeah. On certain words, like just right there, I'm gonna get a little murder on. Like that make that shit like just that tone, like it makes you feel like, oh shit, like yeah, he really about that shit.
He just found way like sonically to convey his message. Because it's like, okay, you can write it down and you can just rap it, but like
Like you gotta make
when
us
you
feel
rapping it with the inflections and these tones, it's like you're coming across as more genuine and authentic and passionate about what you're saying. So let's move a little forward. So like we was talking about with Sister and them, it's just that whole second verse, bro. The whole second verse. Like his way to get in and out of pockets, his flow switches, like he just sounds so, especially on this song, so sincere. And then he was like, okay, like he's trying to take accountability for what's going on. But then after a while, he was like, hey, you know what? Just give me all my fucking money back I sent you. if I'm such a piece of
cash
shit,
at me, yeah,
just everything I sent you, send it back. Since I'm such a fuck nigga, like be like, bro, like we all going through some shit, bro. When grandma died, like I was sad too, my nigga. Like I'm already dealing with.
She never smoked a day in her life,
and was dealing with cancer. So it's like, hey, bro, like I'm out here on the road, like I'm already dealing with a level of imposter syndrome because I'm going from where I was to here where everybody knows me but don't know me for real, and then the people that know me got an issue with me back home because I'm not there like I'm supposed to be. I'm trying,
man.
Like,
I know your Stevenson Road ass.
What that nigga said, you plastic. You know what that mean, nigga? You motherfucking fake. Like, damn, cuz.
Like, cause even the most authentic artists, in a sense, that you gotta put on, like you can't. It's rare when you find an artist that come out the gate 100% authentic. Like every artist gonna put on some form of like armor or shield or like you're not gonna be able to get them right out the bat, bro. Even Kendrick did it, Drake did it, Cole did it. Pretty much any big major artist didn't come right out the gate like, this is me, type shit. Like they still had some type of, I gotta put on for the people type shit. But ultimately, the ones who stand the test of time are the, what I'm saying, the greats. So.
Yeah, he said, I can't remember what song that was, but he was like, I ain't gotta do the rap industry politics. Like I ain't gotta buy these big chains, nigga. I could, if I wanted to, I could buy a Beamer, I could buy a Rolls Royce, I could pay for a nigga scholarship. Like I can do all of that. Like, so it's on me. Like I have the level of integrity. Like I didn't sell my soul to the point where I have to put on this image and do all this other stuff that like, don't fulfill me. Like I can do whatever I want to in a sense.
But I am gonna get tatted up like the Sistine Chapel.
Yeah, but I kind of did some of that shit in college. So it's like, I think it's more the statement that he was making with that is, it's like whatever moves me, whatever fulfills me, is that's how I'm going to move.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to buy all them chains. Like I don't have to do all this outward shit to validate who I am. Like my life did that.
Yeah.
Like I'm me, nigga.
And if you truly genuine about what you doing, like people gonna notice. And I feel as though that's what Cole was really driving home in that last song, 2007. He was like, yeah, I wasn't trying to like sign nobody or nothing like that during that time. I was just trying to chop it up just to say we kicked it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, I saw him in the studio.
This
He
nigga
was
fire.
He was like, nah, like I seen it like, bro, like you want it, bro.
Yeah.
Like I see that. Not like a lot of people want it.
Yeah. You willing to do what it takes to get it.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's how you know, just like, of course, being in the right place in the right time, but also if you truly genuine about what you're doing, people gonna notice, bro.
Yeah. And if you want it for real, yeah.
People gonna notice, bro. And the right people gonna be there to help you when it's time for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's all divine alignment right there. Just in time. It was almost one of my favorite songs, but the other ones just touched me more, I guess. But this one was really good from the aspect of like just them rapping and like how clean he was. And Wayne came and did what an OG do when a young nigga who like on the come up, like really putting in like max effort and showing discipline and a level of mastery of the craft. It's like you come in and you bless what they, you bless their journey.
Because a lot of times, especially people that's new to your music and they see a big feature on there, like a Wayne feature, they gonna go straight to that song.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm finna put on to make sure that when people come to this shit, like they recognize you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they already coming for me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put on to make them want to listen to this shit. And I'm assuming more they listen to it, the more people they can put on to your shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think Wayne do for Sean, Big Sean too. Yeah. He really he fuck with Big Sean, bro.
Tyler the Creator too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you could tell the people that he really
he respect niggas who really can rap.
Yeah.
Now he gonna do the skate, sex, drug stuff
shit.
because I feel like that's what the audience that he's carved out in this back half of his career responds to.
Yeah.
And it's probably easy for him.
Yeah.
But like when it's time for him to rap, bro,
yeah,
he show up.
Yeah.
He show up.
Yeah,
And
even
he
on
show out for niggas. Yeah.
on God did.
Yeah.
Five verse on that shit.
Yeah, boy, if he would have had 16 more bars.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jay-Z would have been in trouble.
Yeah.
16 more bars, Jay-Z would have been in trouble. 8, it would have still been like teetering, but when he got to what he said, skinny jeans and a face tat, something the apex, like that should have been like the halfway mark of his verse. If he would, boy, woo. But Jay-Z heard that, he was like, you know what?
Shit don't even feel real.
Hey,
to
send me 8 minutes of blank beat. I don't know what I'm sending you back, but send me 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And I get back to you.
But yeah, not to defer too far off. But yeah, that's why I really like that song, because like Wayne really like rapped his ass off on that song. So like if anybody really wanted to go and hear that shit, because JID was going out too. JID was low key going like.
He came back and did a second verse.
Yeah, so like it wasn't like,
and it wasn't no lead up, because in his first verse it was a lead in.
Yeah.
But that second one, smoking a spliff, you come out alive.
Yeah.
What? Stupid what?
Like,
and that's what it's another song that producer Joe was talking about. Well, it was a rhyme pattern, as people say from up north. On Can't Make You Change, on one of them verses where he's rhyming, like his rhyme scheme is based off 2 different words.
Yeah.
It's like, or 2 different vowel sounds, like
that's on R.
and like, bruh. And then he goes into something else and kind of like starts singing like up under it.
Yeah,
bruh.
that's Ari. Okay, yeah, the one by Ari. Yeah.
Soul fire, bro. Like every box that there was to check on a specific type of song, he didn't just accomplish it. He did it so good. And like, I thought about this the other day. JID raps in cursive.
What you mean by that?
You have like
little Drewski voice. What you mean by
that? You ever seen like a signature that's like real fire, or just like somebody who writes in cursive? It just looks good on the paper.
Okay.
And everything is connected and it flows together and it's seamless when it's done right.
Okay.
This Nick, bruh, the ability to like, okay, you can be ambitious with a flow and like get to a point where you hit it like, and you get to like, you find space in the bar to stop and then start into the next one. He goes from one into the other, into the other, into the other, into the other. It's like it's no margin on the page. He just writing in one direction for the whole fucking album. Like everything is on one accord. It's smooth. It's seamless. It's polished. And he's able to like in that add in the vocal inflections and the different octave ranges and all of this stuff. So it's just like, bro,
like you
this
said,
this nigga like he's beyond. Let me hyperbolic. Let me come down some.
Yeah, this
nigga is great, bro.
I mean, you said it, like he pretty much took all his influences and used them in the right way. Like he didn't try to become a Kendrick 2.0.
Yeah, he didn't do a type song, nigga.
Yeah.
He just, I learned this from them. I'm not gonna try to recreate something that they did.
Yeah.
This is just a piece of something that I learned to add to my repertoire. So this nigga hard. Cause.
Like honestly, like I mean, I didn't have a problem with JID before. Like I mean, he was just like, okay, like he wanted the fast niggas that rap. Okay, cool. But like this album right here, just like truly, just made me like respect him. Yeah. Like as an artist, like personally, like so, like bravo to anybody who watching. If y'all see this, JID, Cole, Dreamville, whatever, like y'all did a fantastic job putting this album out. I'm pretty sure that it's probably in my top 10. I don't know what place yet. I mean, that year not finished, but
I feel away.
Yeah, but ultimately, like this definitely gonna be in my top 10 somewhere for sure. Like it's one of them ones.
It's in my top 3 currently, but like it's still a lot of music that I haven't listened to.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But like it's like the artist that's on that list, unless they surprise me like JID did, it's just gonna be hard to make it in that top 3 because it's just like, bro, the level. It's just levels, bro.
Like the only other album right now that's on the same level or even close would be Boogie. Like to me,
but shit, like I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that because I don't know. Upon further review, I just want to let the record reflect. It's levels, nigga. Like it's like we was talking when we did that review. Like it's just it was some stuff on there that I could have did without. Like even going back and listening to Can't Punk Me.
Like it's some shit in it.
I don't dislike it.
Yeah.
Like at first I wasn't feeling it. I fuck with it now, and that was the only song left. So it's like this album is special, bro. Like of the 2020s, like for when we go back and look at this in our 40s,
like this gonna be one of the ones, bro.
in our ripe old ages, we gonna like, damn, like the 2020s, such and such did this, that, and the third. I feel like this is gonna be an album that we talk about.
Like I truly feel like I'm not gonna put the C word on it.
Nah, but it's really good,
like
though.
I feel so it can stand the test of time though.
Yeah, and that's part of what makes it one. Yeah. So, but like you said, it's other stuff that goes into it, like impact and all this other shit. But like as far as like quality of music, I feel like this will stand the test of time. Yeah, and this puts him on another plateau of artistry and placement in his era to me. You got any? Oh, one more bar. I can't let these bars go. From Money, he had one. I need a chick that's down with OPP and down with IPOs.
Yeah,
that was hard.
That was hard.
And then he had one from
OPP.
Is this I can't Hancock Dance Now. I got too excited. Let me calm down. He said, let me bear it all when I talk to God. You know I'm a rant when I talk to Ja. Boy, the first time I can't believe we got this far in this review and not talk about that bar. That is probably bruh. That's probably
tough.
The best bar on this whole album.
That's tough.
I got that next. Yeah. Mama said the Messiahs and moccasins, trying to save the kids in them apartments and show a way to live with better options, opulence, decadence, black excellence, lots of it. Bruh. Oh my God, bro, you did. So when I heard it again, I was like, shout out to Joe. Shout out to Joe. But bruh, he went so stupid. And it's so much of that.
Yeah.
Where it's like he's not pointlessly rapping, bruh. And like I said, that Ja Morant, it's fire because it's Ja Morant. But it's like,
God.
Like, it's like you could tell, like throughout this album, like on Sister and them, like they was kind of, one of his sisters or family members was kind of looking at him funny for getting into the rap game because they feel like it's taking him away from the religious, just the connection with God that they have within their family, and coming into this predominantly secular world that is the music industry. They feel like he was getting away from that. So the Ja, just based on one of the many names that we have for God, so I was just like, wow. And then like going back and listening and hearing Sister and them later, it's just like, oh, it all makes sense. So far, bro.
Like
so far.
And then the people like, and then this is probably my last point because we right there. But for people that's not really trying to understand, like that last line you said, the opulence, and like you would think some people be like, oh, he just reading out the dictionary. Like, no, nigga, do you know what those words mean? Like, do you know? Like, if you knew what those words mean, you would understand why he put them where they are placed.
He said he trying to show a way to live with other options than what we got going on in the hood, which is opulence, decadence, black excellence, and lots of it. Like, I want to show you that we don't have to live like this, and not only do we not have to, it's a whole nother side of life that don't have to be few and far between.
Yeah,
like I'm trying, but all right,
that's so tough, bro.
Man, let's go to the closing thoughts, bro. My top closing thought was no debate for me, top 3 album of the year. I don't think it's getting out. Okay. I think it's one album that I got currently in my top 3 that could get up out of there possibly, but this is top 3, and it's a very high level of replay value.
Yeah, very high, very high. Like, I probably listened to this album because I was listening to it before you even talked about doing a review. Because I remember I was telling you about like that JID, kind of fire, bro. Like during that time, I wasn't really like listening to it as far as breaking it down. I was just listening to it because it was a new album that came out, and I was just like, oh, okay, because I knew because surround sound. That song is actually very old. That shit been out before I know it. Yeah, like that shit is old, bro. So I've been heard that song a long time ago, and I just always liked it. It's all just been in my light songs. But when I saw that, oh shit, that's on the album, that made me want to go listen to the albums for surround sound. So I'm like, cool, and I've been hooked ever since then. Like it's always, even though I've been listening to other stuff in the meantime, but I've always gone back to listen to this album, even outside of us reviewing it. So that's how I know it's good. It's one of those albums that's gonna be,
it's gonna stick around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I keep going back to the shit, even if it's just for one song,
Yeah.
I still go back to the album.
And it's so much on here, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, just clean, great album. Like I said, it felt like a debut album to me, and that's the vibe I got from it. And I just got a whole lot of respect for him, just as an artist, as a person, and definitely just because I feel an artist and a rapper is two different things to me personally. So as an artist and a rapper, like he got my respect just off this one project alone. Like he's good, bro. He can really do that shit.
Yeah.
So
I'm low key proud of him.
Yeah.
Like I know
that's how
him.
I feel. Like like
I'm low key proud.
Like this
of
nigga
him.
like my cousin or some shit. Like I feel like I'm proud of him, bro.
Like I was sitting around the other day, like, damn, I ain't even try to go to the concert. Like, but if I would have listened to it, like dedicated, like I did when we was getting ready for the review back then when it came out,
Yeah.
I would have been in one of them shows. But like, you know, you got to take that. You know, he'll be around. He probably, you know, festival season coming up next year. He probably he'll be on the set. This took him to that level where he can be like maybe not a headliner, but like them two spots right before that. Like he can go on at 5:00.
Yeah.
And with the headliner being at 9, he can go on at 5-6 o'clock.
Like he can definitely go, cause like you know those flyers they had the big names.
Yeah.
And then the names like kind of big, but like right under there. I feels like he could go like either right there or that line right under that.
He definitely in sub-header territory.
Yeah, for sure.
He's definitely in sub-header territory.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, shit, that's pretty much all I got. You got anything else?
No, I mean, of course, it's a lot more.
Yeah, but we don't want to.
Yeah. So I'm good, bro. Like I'm very satisfied.
Turn into dissect and have to do a song, a episode for 2 years.
Yeah, I'm very satisfied with the album. So.
Me too, man. So JID, if you are watching this, man, thank you for this album. This is, man, I can't even, you know, it's great, bro. I don't want to go into all of that, but like, just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And like we say, and like we always say, thank y'all for tuning in to an episode of DeCypher. And as always, our information will be right here. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tell everybody that you know to tap in with us that's in the music, because we're gonna continue to give y'all these. And until then, man, peace.